the more All Saints Sunday is a Sunday of hope and of joy. Joy and hope in remembering the lives of those who have come before us. And while, yes, it's sad to think that they are no longer sitting at the table with us, it's hopeful to imagine that they're sitting at the end of the table that we can't see. The table where they're surrounding the other saints at the throne of God, at the banquet table that never ends. And I know that that image is hard sometimes to imagine. It seems like it's a long way away. It seems like it's really maybe dim, perhaps even dark. And that's where the hope comes in. That as children of God who have been marked by the Holy Spirit, a mark that we can no longer see, but never goes away. The mark that is there because of the love and the grace and the mercy of Jesus Christ, his life, his death, his resurrection, shown to us by the God of love and grace and mercy. And the hope also is in the fact that there have been saints in my life, and I'm sure that there have been saints in your life that have been witnesses to me in their lives of the ebb and the flow of the blessings and the woes of life. Now I know, at least I can imagine, that as we hear those words this morning, blessed are they and woe to those, they're a little uncomfortable. They're not perhaps maybe the most joyful words to hear because we immediately put ourselves into one of the camps. But the reality, at least in my life, is that the blessings and the flows and the woes flow together. There are times in life when I'm experiencing the blessings, when my belly is full, when I'm feeling like people love me, when I'm feeling joyful. And it's almost like it puts me on pins and needles, wondering when the next shoe's going to drop. And so I hear those words and it makes me nervous and maybe even a little afraid. Because I know that I can't do enough to level the playing field for everyone. And that makes me nervous. Then there also are times in my life when I'm experiencing the woes, when maybe people aren't being so loving towards me, or I'm the recipient of curses, or thievery, or pain, or grief. And the words then are comforting. Except, I wonder how long? How long do I have to wait before that promise of a new reality is going to happen? Is it going to be only after I'm gone from this earth? And so no wonder that we feel that, tension, uncomfortableness with what the Sermon on the Plain is, what is this called, as Jesus preaches that to his disciples. But I wonder if what the underlying thing of what Jesus is trying to say is that he understands exactly what we're going through. In the moments when we're feeling blessed and in the moments when we're experiencing woe, Jesus understands and is with us. Remember that mark that I just said is there permanently? That's the reminder, even though we can't see it, that God doesn't forget us. God is with us, always in the journey. It made me think about a story that a friend of mine shared with me that I want to share with you. It's about the saint in his life, the person who had been telling him about life and ebbs and flows and had been the one who had helped him in life. And even though he was young when she died, this particular memory stuck out to him. And it was his grandmother, and he would go often with her fishing. She loved to take him fishing. And Grandma, as in years of old, always wore a dress, even fishing. And so, she'd be standing in the middle of the stream, and her dress would sort of be billowing out, and she'd have shorts on under. But this particular day, he said, the stream was a little higher than normal, and the flow was a little rougher. And when Grandma said, let's go to the other side, my friends said, I'm too scared. I'm afraid the water's too deep and is rushing too fast. And she said to him, I'll tell you what, hold on to the hem of my dress and follow me across the stream. And that's exactly what he did. He hung on for dear life and followed her across the stream, and all was well. And I think about the saints in our lives that have testified to holding on tightly to the hem of Jesus' garment, trusting him to take us through whatever path we have in front of us. And God won't let us go. And the journey continues.